Hi guys, welcome to Copenhagen, Denmark. It's actually my third day here. It's been a busy past few days, and right now I'm actually at the beach called Amager Strandpark. So the past 3 days I've pretty much been biking around the entire city, just exploring. Denmark, I'm sure probably all over, but especially Copenhagen. It's a really big bike city, so there's big bike lanes all over the entire city. They're pretty much like wide sidewalks, and most people, I would actually say, bike everywhere. So you get a lot of traffic too, and pedestrians, but I would say most of the time people actually bike everywhere. So it's been cool exploring by bike. It's been a little difficult because I don't know where I'm going, so I've been trying to use the GPS, but definitely have not always been successful. So sometimes I'm going somewhere, maybe it's only supposed to be like 5-10 minutes, and I swear it takes me like, I don't know, half an hour to get there, just because I'm probably going in circles. But it's been a work in progress. It's getting a little better, even though today is actually my last day here. But let's give you a little bit of background what I've been doing since I got here. So I got in, it was actually Tuesday night, and then on Wednesday I actually walked around my neighborhood a little bit, which is called Nyhavn, which is a hipster part of town. Met up with a friend also from Central America for lunch, and then later took the bike out and went to Tivoli, which is a famous amusement park here that's been around for ages, over 100 years. I want to say 175, but I'm not sure. So that was cool to check out. It's a really pretty amusement park, totally different than what we're used to, I would say. But cool to explore. And then afterwards, I actually biked back to go to this street festival called Distortion. And they actually have this festival in a different neighborhood for like 5 days in a row. So it was in the neighborhood I was staying in. And I got to check that out, which was pretty crazy. People everywhere, definitely a lot of younger kids, like probably high school, maybe even younger. And here you're allowed to drink pretty much everywhere on the street, so totally different than Sweden and Norway. And I'm not sure how old you have to be, maybe 16 or 18. But anyways, so there's people all over the place drinking, and bands, pretty crazy, but it was cool to check out. They even call it Distortion sometimes because it's gotten so bad where people are just urinating all over the street because there's not enough bathrooms. So anyways, it was cool to check out. Definitely like a big crowd, but I'm glad I saw it. And then the next day, which was yesterday, biked around some more. I went to Strøget, which is the main, I would say, shopping district, pedestrian street that's really pretty with lots of shops. And I went up the Rundetårn tower, which is this really tall tower where you can get a good view of the city. So went up there, and they also had a cool art exhibit, which was cool to check out. And from there, I went to Rosenborg Castle, which is a really pretty castle with lots of gardens and a big park. There were also a lot of kids there, again, maybe like middle school, high school, I think, because they're all getting out of school. So I don't think that was Distortion, but it's like everyone is just partying at the park, a lot of kids. And then from there, I went to Nyhavn, which is a really pretty area on the water. Really colorful again, lots of restaurants, and a really pretty place to check out. And I also went to this area of town called Christiania, which is this hippie commune, basically. Totally different than the rest of the city, but interesting nonetheless. Literally like a bunch of hippies. Everyone's selling weed. I've heard lately they've kind of been cracking down on it. It's actually illegal in Denmark, but usually the cops kind of let it slide in that neighborhood, and that's like the one area where you can get weed. So that was interesting to see. Definitely, yeah, totally different than like anywhere else I've seen. Very similar to Burning Man style, I would say. And I saw some slack lines over there, so I got to try that, which was fun, of course. So that was cool. And then today, I went to this park in the neighborhood in Nyhavn again, And then after that, just biked here, and it's been pretty awesome. I'm really glad I came here. It's a little bit outside of the city, but totally worth it, checking out the beach, which I love, and just a nice little getaway. So let me show you the view, because it's actually pretty cool what you can see here. If you look that way, you can see the beach and the city. There's some cool stairs there, and then you see there's all these windmills out in the water, which is really cool. They're just out there. And then if I keep going around, you can actually see the Öresund bridge, and that's the bridge that connects to Malmö, where I just was before here. So right there is Sweden, and then you cross the bridge and you are in Copenhagen. The airport's over there. So anyways, that's been it for now. I'm leaving in a few hours actually to go to Aarhus, which is a little bit northwest of here. And then on Monday, I will be heading to Amsterdam. So until then, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.